Yo, what's going on, y'all? My apologies for taking so long. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything in place before I start moving. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard for me to really get on point before I start moving. So I appreciate everybody that's checking in. My people from TikTok, my people from every site, I appreciate you for checking in. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything on point before I get started. I'm gonna pause the music and we're gonna talk. So, as you can see on the screen, this project right here is the project that I worked on. I actually worked on this project New Year's Eve, and I was still getting it together. I was trying to get the line work pretty much put together so I can make sure we had everything on point. As you can see, what I pretty much was doing, I'll show y'all the tracing of what I did. So this is the tracing. Hold on. I'm gonna change the opacity so y'all can see it a lot better. So because I got a lot of positive feedback from this. So basically what I did was I had traced, well, no, hold on, whoa, let me stop. I did not trace this, just to be clear. Basically I had just did this redraw of Skeeter and Doug. If you're a 90s kid, you probably remember this cartoon, Doug and Skeeter. I mean, well, the cartoon was called Doug, but Skeeter was his best friend, who in my opinion was black. So basically I had did a sketch of these two, and basically I had used of course a lot of these reference images to basically see, like, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on basically. Who was that? Somebody said hello, America Lagamex. Yo, shout out to America Lagamex on TikTok. But no, basically, like, I just did these sketches and I really wanted them to be perceived as old. I didn't really want to go that route that a lot of people take. A lot of times when people do these 90s cartoons, they always try to make them into like, like some dope shit, like nigga wearing Yeezys and shit like that. So I basically just really wanted it to have just an OG feel to it. So that's the main reason why I made them look old. So as you can see, like if you look at the characters, the way I even structured the sketches, I wanted them to look old. I didn't get too detailed with it, but I kind of just wanted to keep that same look. So basically, if you watch part 1 of the video, I did all the line work. So as you can see, I got all the lines together to make sure that this process would not take that long. I plan on only being on here for an hour, so we're not gonna take that long with this project. So basically what I'm gonna do, well, if you already watched my previous video, I already showed y'all how to do the line work. You already know when I did the line work for this, I used the pen tool and the curvature tool. I did not use a pen tablet. And the main reason why I didn't really want to use a pen tablet, because I really wanted these lines to be very clean. So if you look at these lines, they very clean. It almost looks like they came out of a fucking coloring book. So like that's really like the type of vibe I'm trying to go. And the reason why I have these reference images on the side is because I'm about to start putting in these colors. I want these colors to, be in on point. Damian Luton said, yo, what's good, bro? What's good? What's going on, man? What's going on? How you doing, bro? I'm just hopping in, man. I'm just hopping in trying to get everything together. Get my explanation right before we get to it. So basically, I couldn't figure out Skeeter's color. If you remember the last video, like, because I kept saying in the 90s, Skeeter's color looked different than what it looks like now. But I actually found the original animation cells, and I knew I wasn't tripping. Skeeter was more green looking in the original. See, these are the original animation cells that they made Doug with. Hold on. Whoa, I just got took off of TikTok for hateful behavior. What? It says my behavior. Hold up. What the hell going on? It's like no bullshit. My live just shut off out of nowhere. It says that I'm being took off for hateful behavior. Your live access was suspended for violating our hateful behavior policy. We do not allow content that attacks, threatens, or incites violence or dehumanizing an individual or group. What? What? Like, see, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to think people is just trolling my account. Like, what? At what point in time in this live did I display hateful behavior? What? Like, this is crazy, but yo, I'm gonna just click on appeal. Cause like, bro, I didn't even do nothing. I just got on. Yo, it seemed like every single time I get on TikTok and my viewers go up to like 100. It's always like once I got like 100 people viewing at a time, all of a sudden my live gets shut off and it say I'm displaying hateful behavior. Like I'm so confused by this. I don't know why this keep happening to me every time I go live on TikTok. It just keeps saying I'm displaying hateful behavior. Look, I was only on for what, 2-3 minutes. I already had got 20 favorites, a bunch of people showing love. I'm confused, bro. I don't be knowing like what is going on, bro. Like every single time I go live, cause it's weird. It's like the bigger and bigger things are starting to get for me. I'm getting flagged for everything. Every time I do anything, I'm getting flagged. Like, bro, I don't know what's going on. Say, good, man, catching up on all your streams. Yeah, man, I don't know what this hate is about, bro. Like, it's funny because I don't even know these people. It ain't like I got smoke with some dudes online or something. Like, I don't know what this is. So, I just submitted that appeal. Look, I'm getting new followers. I ain't even been on long. I don't even know what this is about, but it's always somebody hating. But I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. If you trying to watch me, I'm still on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Trovo, and all the other platforms that's through Streamlabs. I'm still on there if y'all watching. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let's go ahead and get started. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and do the shadows first. Matter of fact, no, let's not even do the shadows, let's do the colors. Because y'all already know, if you've been watching my tutorials before, one of the first things I do once I fully get the line work done is I get those blacks out the way. It's only because I feel like the blacks in a cartoon show a lot of character. Like when a person looks at the blacks, like they know, like, okay, I feel like it gives more representation of what certain things are. So I like put like the blacks in the eyebrows. As you can see, I'm putting them in the eyes, in the mouth. I just try to get all those little things out the way, just so you can kind of look at the project and be like, okay, I see what he was doing when it comes down to these certain parts. I still can't believe I just got flagged for no reason, bro. For hateful behavior. Like, I ain't got no smoke with nobody online. These people crazy. But, okay, let's go. We ain't gonna let them stop what we doing. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I'm getting everything that's supposed to be black knocked out. I want to make sure I don't leave nothing behind. So, okay, we got all the blacks out the way. Now what we gonna start doing is our shadows. So understand, a lot of times when I do these projects, it's always either the two. I always try to add the colors first or add the shadows first. This time I'm gonna add the shadows because I just feel like once I add the shadows to this project, it'll just give it a better look. I know that the original Doug doesn't really have shadows like that. They only put shadows in a cartoon when somebody's in the dark. See, in the 90s, they used to do that a lot with these animation cells, because like a long time ago in the animation cells, like when you put shadows on a character, like you know, it used to take forever. Because I told y'all a long time ago, they used to make cartoons and animation cells, like it was literally a bunch of people sitting in a room drawing that shit. So that's why you really got to appreciate the cartoons in the 90s, because that's all it was. It was just a bunch of people sitting around drawing, you know, like drawing, correcting, like, you know, drawing these environments. Like it was some real work getting put in. So that's what I really appreciate about the cartoons in the 90s. And that's probably why they was so good back then, because it was so much work that people was putting into them. You know what? I forgot to make Skeeter's hair black, because his hair was black in the show, but I feel like they kind of gave him more of a Caucasian vibe when it came down to his hair. So I really wanted his hair to look like, you know, as he got older, he still kept with the spiky look, but because he's a black man, the spikes turned into dreads. So I really wanted to stay with that type of look. So yeah, we're gonna go with that type of look. Now let's start adding the shadows. Now remember what I showed y'all previously in the other videos. When it comes down to creating cartoon designs on Adobe Illustrator, once you, oh shit, forgot some more shit. Hold on, y'all, it's my bad. But once you start adding shadows, what we do is we use either the pen tool or the curvature tool. We don't want those shadows to be in the way of the colors. So what you want to do is add your shadows, take your curvature tool, and kind of just go around the edges of your project, whatever you're working on. Now, one thing that I can't necessarily do is give y'all an in-depth tutorial on how to add shadows, just for the simple fact of adding shadows is really a preference thing. Some people don't add shadows at all. They not with that. They don't like that shit. You know, people add highlights, but they would not add shadows to their projects because some people feel like it's unnecessary. Me personally, I feel like it's necessary. I feel like it gives your project that pop. It gives you that certain type of look. And when it comes down to these projects, you want to make sure that whatever you adding, you know, you want your project to stand out. Not only do you want it to look good, but you want when people to see it, you want it to look like that you really did some detail work and you really went hard to make this look good. So remember, as you adding these in, so you don't have to keep hitting the opacity, what you want to do is get your selection tool, grab your eyedropper tool, and then just click on the old shadow that you did. That's going to give you that same matching shadow as the last time. And basically, we just going to be doing that throughout this whole project. Just keep going down. Boom, boom, boom. So now that we got that, remember Skeeter's nose was super big. So I want to kind of simulate that the shadow is under his nose, since his nose is like, you know, towering over his face like that. That could be another indication that they was trying to make him a black person just based off like a lot of his features and like his family. If you notice, his family has sort of black features to them too. Damn, look, I'm forgetting all type of shit. I forgot the color in his beard. All right, there we go. Boom. So let's get back to the shadows. Now we want to get this project as close as possible, because I'm posting this on my Instagram. I always try to make sure if I'm putting shit on my Instagram, that shit got to be on point. Some shit I don't post on my Instagram because, like, you know, on Instagram, man, niggas is judging like a motherfucker. You can't do a goddamn thing without people judging you, questioning your work. Shit is fucking crazy on Instagram, man. Let's get that tongue. Yeah, man. I'm actually glad everybody got to witness that live. I just got flagged for nothing. There got to be something we could do about that. Eventually, we... Yo, what's good? Mahari Van, that's my brother. What's going on, bro? Yeah, man, like, I don't really know, like, what this weird random hate be coming from, bro. Like, but that's one thing I realized, like, and I've said this in previous videos, when you do something and people know that what you're doing is good, or like what you're doing is like impacting, or what you're doing is getting in the way of something. See, that's another thing that I feel like happens a lot. When you're doing something and somebody feels like you in the way, or they feel like, you know, it's that intimidation factor of this person may get ahead of me, so let me go ahead and put a block on this shit. Which I don't know why a nigga be playing with me like that on TikTok, bro. Like, I don't even know nobody on that damn thing, man. Shit just weird. See? Forgetting stuff. Let me zoom in and try to get rid of this right quick. See, look, if this happened to you in your project where you accidentally leave a line or something in there, man, just use your eraser tool, go in and shit. You gotta get surgical. Like I tell y'all, if you mess up, that's the main reason why you always want to follow that process that I teach y'all very closely. Because if you mess up, understand it's harder to get old shit off of a project that you messed up on. Like if you messed up, you gotta go back and fix shit. And going back and fixing shit is hard to do on Illustrator. Now on Photoshop, that's different. You mess up on some shit, I feel like Photoshop is perfect for somebody that like messes up a lot. Like you mess up on some shit, I feel like Photoshop has like so many things on it where you could go back and like just in case you messed up, you can fix shit. Like I feel like on Illustrator, if you fuck up, it's a lot harder to fix. And that's the thing about Illustrator. You want to try to be as accurate as possible so you don't end up in those situations like that where you fucking up. Let's get these arms together. I think I might, after this situation, I might damn near be done with TikTok. Straight up, bro. I might be done with TikTok. Cause like, that's one thing about me, bro. I ain't begging for nobody's support, bro. Like if I'm coming on here, I'm building this audience, I'm trying to get shit cracking, and it's just a bunch of people flagging me for no reason. Like, bro, if you don't want me there, that's cool. I will erase my profile. That's one thing about me, man. I've been doing this shit before this whole internet shit was going on. Wasn't even no TikTok when I started this shit. Wasn't no TikTok, none of that. There wasn't no scammers either. That's another topic we need to talk about too. It's a lot of scammers when it come down to this graphic design shit. And these scammer niggas are getting too much power, bro. They say, so you are just changing the opacity of the shadows. Yeah. So like anytime like you see me like add a shadow like on here or whatever, like so basically like look, so basically like I'll add like a shadow. Let's say right now I'm adding a shadow. Every time I add the shadow, I'll add it on there. Then I'll hit the selection tool. So you see it selected once I click the selection tool. And then what you want to do is click the eyedropper tool. Once you click the eyedropper tool, click on your old shadow. Click on the one you already adjusted the opacity on. Once you click that, boom, it changes that opacity to the same opacity that you had on the old ones. So yeah. So basically that's all I'm doing right now. So back to what I was talking about, bruh. That scam shit, I've been around way before that scam shit. Even though people have always brought that weird ass shit to me. Like, man, bro, I just got scammed by somebody, bro. I don't know if I want to pay you this and that. I always tell people straight up, like, bro, I've been around way before that scamming shit. That scam shit didn't even exist when I started this shit. And what's so crazy is that scam shit been disappearing lately because that AI art shit came out. So now scammers, they really don't really have much to offer when it comes to graphic design unless they just trying to offer like some goofy ass cartoon logos or something, which people already know. Like cartoon logos, it's very hard to fake those. You gotta have real skill to even build that type of shit. So like people starting to really catch on to it, which I'm so glad people catching on to it because it'll lead them into something else. Now you already know scammers, what they doing right now is trying to sell NFTs, which is weird as fuck because NFTs ain't even popping like that no more. But like, they just move on to the next scam. Graphic design scam don't work, what they gonna do next? I think the first scam that was on the internet, they said, you been doing this shit. Your logos go crazy. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I've been doing this shit, man. I ain't some new nigga, bro. But, yeah, that scamming shit, like, that shit started, real talk. I'm telling y'all some real shit right now. A lot of that scamming shit on the internet shit, a lot of that shit started with these scammers that used to like be like cracking cards and shit, and people start figuring out like these weird ass scams that people was falling for real easily. And one of the first scams that people was falling for super crazy was them scams during the holidays. It was these weird ass scams where nigga be like, send me $50, I send you 500. Send me 100, I send you 1,000. Shit like that. And I already knew that shit wasn't real. Like, bruh, let me tell you something. If I got a scam where I can make I could turn 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000. Bro, I'm not putting nobody on that. I'm trying to work that scam as long as possible. Like, fuck all that showing everybody how to do the shit. Now, if it's something that can benefit our people, that's different. But like, bro, I'm not putting everybody on that. Once you got to move, sometimes you can't give everybody a move. Like, so you already know, if people had a move like that, they wouldn't just be telling people that easily. Shit, if anything, you'll have to pay them for a move like that. So I feel like people should have been on that, but they were scamming a lot of people with that shit. A lot of people. It was niggas that, I went to school with in Chicago. Chicago, they was doing that shit heavy, bro. Chicago had that scam shit on lock. They had that scam shit on lock before I even think it was like a thing. Cause like all that cracking cars and shit, I learned about that, living in Chicago when I was a teenager. So like, a lot of that shit, I was already on to that. I just thought it was weird when niggas start doing it with graphic design. And people was falling for this shit. It be niggas with like 3 photos talking about some, I can make a cartoon of you. I don't even know why y'all was falling for that stupid shit. Like, motherfuckers be letting people scam them that y'all see no history from. You ain't seen this nigga work on no projects. You ain't seen this person conversating with no people. I tell people all the time, nigga, go do your research on me, bro. You could find so much shit on me. I'm not one of these niggas that can hide. If I scam a nigga, bro, it'd be impossible for me to hide, bro, because I'm everywhere. I'm all over the fucking internet. So I always tell people that, like, bro, if I was to scam you, nigga, it'd be hard for me to scam you because I'm easy to find. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no motherfucker, trust me, ain't nobody that's like easy to find really gonna scam like that. Now, I'm not saying it don't happen, because I do know these these Instagram niggas be scamming people and shit. But a lot of them ain't easy to find though. These Instagram niggas, they be rich in mansions and shit like that. I'm still in the streets. Like, nigga, I'm not hard to find, bro. Yo, shout out to 90's for hitting like on it. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I can't believe these niggas just got me off TikTok, bro. I was doing good, too. Good numbers. One of my lives got 500 viewers at one time. 5,000 viewers at one time. I still can't even believe that shit. But it's like, man, as soon as you start getting somewhere, that's when these like, I don't even want to speculate that it's somebody in power, but I just feel like somebody is just watching my shit and player hating every time. And y'all always wonder why y'all don't see me like that. Bro, because there's always somebody hating. What? See, look, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm glad I'm on that topic, because let me tell y'all what the fuck happened with my YouTube channel. So a lot of people, they remember me from doing music videos. So it was a point in time I was doing music videos. I was shooting music videos on music videos. Every time I fucking turn around, nigga was hitting me for a music video. Which people who know me personally, they already know I never was really with that music video shit. That shit was just a very dangerous game to be playing in the streets. But I still was doing it anyway, because I knew I had enough respect to be in the streets that much, because that much people know me and got love for me. So I was like, fuck it. I was go ahead and do the music video shit and all that shit. Now, the music video shit got real funny because, well, number one, it was niggas sneak dissing me for no fucking reason. I'm going out here showing love to niggas. I'm hearing negative comments all the fucking time. So that was really the first straw for me. But then, I stopped doing it because I started having real shit going on in the streets. And I just didn't want that to start mixing in with my business when it came to music video shit. So then the music video shit, it's just a bunch of incidents. Like, it started getting funny because, videographers was getting robbed, and then, of course, the videographer game, fell apart because, like, people start being able to do that shit on their cell phones. So, like, once it came to that, I feel like it really lost its value and it collapsed. And just the love just wasn't there no more. Like, I just didn't necessarily have love for that shit no more. And then, of course, people start scamming and doing bullshit with music videos. People were scamming people out of their money, stealing people's deposits. And then, of course, some leaked audio came out. And that's why I was like, man, fuck that. And the ultimate last straw for me was they took my fucking channel. Now, a lot of people don't know this. I had almost 1 million views all together, just strictly off music videos. Like, and you know, that may not be a lot to some people. Some people may look at this shit like, you know, that ain't even really that much views. Like, whatever. All, you know, 1 million views altogether. But like, that meant a lot to me because I was one of the only people that was moving that much progress that fast at that time. So that was like a big accomplishment for me. But then like player hating shit just started happening. Like I would upload a video and I just would be getting hella like fucking, what you call that shit? Like hella like flags. Almost every single time I would upload some shit, I would get a flag for that shit. At first I wasn't really tripping because I'm like, man, these niggas ain't stopping this shit. Fuck these little flags these niggas doing. But then like it just kept happening. Like literally it got to a point every single time I uploaded something, I would get a fucking message in my Gmail. Cause you know, if you got a YouTube channel, you got that Gmail connected to it. So you'll get these weird ass messages from your Gmail. Anybody who been flagged before, you know what I'm talking about right now. Like basically like what they do is like this, like it's like right before your channel get taken down, like you start getting like weird ass signs that your shit about to get taken down. Like I'm telling you, it's like first you'll start getting these weird ass messages, and when you get these messages, like all the words is red and shit. You'll get these messages and they're basically just telling you like, hey, this video has been flagged for copyright infringement. This has been flagged for copyright infringement. Now, mind you, some people get those, but when they get those, they're getting those really based off of, you know, you had some music from some famous nigga and they basically just telling you, hey, you can't monetize that. But see, I was getting personal strikes. See, anybody who fucks with YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. I'm getting personal strikes. Like, whoever, like, owns this shit is personally striking me. I can't remember what they call that shit when a person is, like, personally striking you. Because you can get strike from the algorithm, and then you can get strike by a person who actually, like, owns the content. Like, they found your video, and they personally striking you. So I start getting personally striked over and over and over again. I'm like, who the fuck is doing this? So, all of a sudden, I'm like doing hella research, like trying to figure out like how do I stop this shit from happening? Cause I'm constantly getting flagged. And like at this time, cause this was like 2017, 18, like I'm like getting ready to start shooting music videos again. Like, and I know a lot of people probably was seeing me like, man, why this nigga still ain't came back yet? And like people don't even know behind the scenes, I was really trying to come back. People don't even know. I spent thousands on cameras, equipment. I got a crane and everything that I never even got to use. Like all type of shit for music videos. And I'm constantly like building. All of a sudden I just keep getting flagged. So finally I figured this shit out. I figured out, I'm not even gonna say their names. It was 2 rappers flagging my shit. 2 rappers flagged my shit. And basically, YouTube did this thing where I just took the videos down and they left me the fuck alone. But I still had those strikes on my account because I used to be monetized. A lot of people don't even know that. I used to be monetized. I used to be getting a little money from YouTube. I wasn't even getting that much money though. I was like getting a couple dollars here and there just from old shit. I used to have this video with this rapper named Lil Rip. He don't even know this shit. This video I did with this rapper named Lil Rip was probably one of my fastest moving videos, and I was actually getting paid like $2, $3 here and there just from that video. So just imagine all the other videos that had, you know, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 that was getting a little $1 here and there and shit like that. And eventually, you know, a channel which I am gonna name, it was a channel called Horror Shorts Party. So then I you know, a couple years later, you know, I stopped shooting the music video shit because I was getting paranoid. Every single time I do something, I'm getting flagged by some niggas. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to start doing reaction videos just so I can keep the momentum going before I actually get my next customer for music videos. And that was the end of everything, of the whole J Damage TV. Because like literally, the person who owns this channel called Horror Shorts Party, it's an Asian dude. Well, I don't know if it's an Asian dude. I just know it's an Asian name. The name is like something Najian. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's like, because I don't know, because if you look at the name, it's spelled like Nyguen, some shit like that. So it's like something Najian. So I know, I'm like, okay, this is like an Asian last name or whatever. So when a person personally flags you, especially a person that's like a big name person, when they personally flag you, like it shows it shows their email, it shows you who's flagging you, who trying to get you off of YouTube. So I reached out to the person. I'm like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but listen, that's my apologies. If you don't want me to react into your videos, I don't got no problem with that. I would take these videos down. You know, I'm just asking you, can you please take this flag off my account? I have people music videos on this account. You know, people have paid me to upload this stuff on this account. You know what I'm saying? So I'm constantly like writing, days going past. And I mind you, as I'm writing this person, my whole account, you can't even see it. They made like my YouTube channel like invisible. So like it's people like it's rappers and shit writing me like, yo, where my music video at? And I'm trying to like tell people like, look, wait, I'm just waiting on this response from this dude. I'm pretty sure he gonna be cool. Like, you know, I think it probably was just a misunderstanding. I'm gonna wait to see if this person respond to me. We going on and on and on. Niggas still ain't responding. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Why is this person not responding to me? So then, I mind you, whenever you get flagged more, you know, so many times, YouTube warns you. Anybody that's had their channel take down, they know about this shit. YouTube warns you. They give you like a certain amount of time. Like, yo, you got 30 days to appeal this, either with a lawyer or with some proof that you own this content, or we taking your channel down. So like I'm talking about, I'm constantly contacting this dude over and over. Like, listen, please, man. Like, you know, I got all this, you know, money invested into this. I done generated like 1 million views, you know, from all these channels, everything that's on my name. This is my main channel. Please, I'm just trying to keep this channel. They ignoring me. Like literally, I wrote one of the Facebook pages. I got screenshots of all this shit I'm talking about. I wrote one of the Facebook pages, and I'm constantly telling them like, hey, yo, like, hey, I'm trying to get my channel back or whatever. They just ignoring the shit out of me. And then this how I knew that they knew what was going on, because one of the channels that I wrote was one of the people that I guess worked with their channel. When I wrote them, the nigga sent me back some laughing emojis. And that's when I started realizing like, okay, these dudes, like, they know what's going on. They trying to take my channel down. They think this shit is funny. So then like that's when I just started announcing on Facebook. And I started announcing on Facebook to people like, listen, my shit about to be gone, y'all. Like, everything that I pretty much put together, all of those years of music videos, all of those views that all of these rappers, which I appreciate all of y'all that helped me generate all those views and all that love I was getting from all those people, not only just from Indiana, but all over. All of that was about to get taken away. And I was thinking to myself like, damn, you know, ain't no way that somebody could just do this to me. Like, I was like in denial, like, ain't no way that somebody could just get my channel taken down like this. And it was so crazy because I remember we was on the 30th day, and I said to myself, I'ma just sit and wait and I'ma see what happens. And I never forget, it was that night I was sitting, I had just bought this camera I got now, this Blackmagic. I had just bought the new Blackmagic, the 6K camera. You know, I'm ready. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not seeing them take down my channel. Perfect. I'm about to be shooting these 6K videos. It's going down. Man, it's so crazy, bro. Like, I remember the very next morning, I went to check my channel, and my channel was locked. Like, I tried to log in. I mean, matter of fact, I could log in, but nothing was there. Like, nothing was there, bro. Like, everything was gone. And it was devastating. Like, not only did it kill my motivation, but it made me feel like I wasted my time all of those years. All of those years of shooting people music videos, you know, going to all these late night sessions, all of that shit I was doing was all taken away just because somebody wanted my shit gone. Like, it's crazy that somebody on the internet could have that much power over your shit. Just because they mad at you or they feel like they don't like what you just posted, somebody could take your shit down, bruh. Like, that's crazy to think that somebody could even do that shit to somebody. But they took my fucking channel down, and it's so crazy because their name is way bigger than mine. So it don't matter what I say. It don't matter. See, like, people don't understand this. It don't matter what you say when you don't have a name. Because people are not gonna believe the person without the name. They only gonna believe the motherfucker who has power or who has a name, especially if you got a name that's good. because I'm not gonna lie, this channel Horror Shorts Party, they got a strong name on YouTube. They got a strong name. Like, you know, they done did so much good work, you know, far as they, you know, they cartoon horror stories, that them niggas they probably could get me out the game right now. Like if they be like, man, I don't like the way that this dude Jay talking again. Let me go ahead and flag his account again. Fuck around and flag me and slide me out the game again. Like, that's how much power these dudes on the internet be having. Like, it shit is crazy to me. And it's crazy because even after all that shit happened, I still didn't let that shit fuck with me. It's only because, see, a lot of people don't even know this. Nigga, I've been doing all of this shit for years. So I just be thinking like, these niggas really can't stop me. They could probably, you know, put some internet games and, you know, stop me from uploading some shit on the internet, but they can't truly stop what I'm doing. Cause like people who really know me, who really been on this internet shit, who've been watching me over the years, they already know, nigga, I'm a force to be reckoned with. Like if I'm really determined on something, it's gonna get done. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. But one thing that I did learn is that I don't have that much power when it comes to the internet that I thought I had. All it takes is for a person not to like you, a person or an organization not to like you, and your shit is gone. Unless you got money like a motherfucker, some high-powered lawyers, like some people to help, like to really help, like you know, some high-end representation. All of y'all shit could be gone. I don't give a fuck who you is. I know it's probably some niggas probably watching this or gonna be watching this video that probably think they self, man, they can't do that shit to me, bro. Trust me. I ain't think they should do that shit to me. I'm like, how the fuck could somebody even have this much power where they could just get my channel took down? But yeah, they did that shit, bro. I still can't believe this shit. I still can't believe that all them years of shit I did is gone. Like, for real. Is they glad you didn't give up? Man, I ain't giving up about that shit, man. That shit ain't stopped me. They only stopped me really far as YouTube. Like, you know, you see, I still got all my other shit going on. Like, you know, of course, you know, my graphic design stuff hasn't been corrupted. You know, of course, you know, I've done good business for so long with so much people that, you know, people don't really speak ill about me when it comes to design. And another thing that I always did, you can ask anybody who fucked with me ever in any type of business, I always give people their money back if they unsatisfied. You know what I'm saying? Because I always look at it from this perspective. People work hard for their money, man. I don't give a fuck how gangster you is, what your pride level is. If somebody go out their way to pay you, they fucking with you and you should respect that. And if a nigga pay me and I feel like they unsatisfied with the project, I mean with not even the project, just with the product, you know, pay that person their money back, man. Pay that person their money back so they can go find the person that they need to find in order to get the best results that they need. You know, I feel like if you're a graphic designer, don't be taking money from people, man. And all my graphic designers who check into me, I want y'all to really take what I'm saying serious, because it's not always about the money. It's just about the respect that you have for the people. And when you're dealing with people, understand that everybody ain't gonna be satisfied. But if you got a hell of a product, you always gonna sell. It's just like McDonald's. I said this in the other video. McDonald's done did some corrupt shit to hella customers. They done fucked over a lot of people. People can vouch for me with that. They done, you know, you done went there, you done seen them with terrible employees. Food done been dry as hell. I'm talking about niggas done fucked up your order 100,000 times, but people always go back. It's only for the simple fact of they're convenient and you know, they have excellence to a certain extent to where it's hard not to fuck with them. It's hard to match their level. Even other, you know, restaurants can't fuck with them. That's how you gotta be with your product. Even if you fucking up on your product, make sure that your product is so motherfucking invincible that even if you fucking up, a person to be like, you know what, he fucked up that last time. You know, that nigga Jay fucked up my project last time, but I ain't gonna lie. The next time I came to him, that nigga hooked my shit up. You know what I mean? You gotta be that type of person when it comes down to business. And long as you doing good business, can't nobody take you down. Even if they take you down, you always gonna have some type of income. You always gonna have some type of decent life because you done did decent shit for a lot of motherfuckers. You know? God. Here go these women contacting me through text messages as soon as I get on live, bro. Shit crazy. Yeah, man, but I just wanted to talk about that right quick, man, because there be so much people that always asking me like, Jay, yo, nigga, you was dope. Like, people talk to me like, niggas talk to me like I'm one of them OGs that used to sell pounds and shit. They used to be dressing all nice. Now you look crazy now. They be like, damn, Jay used to be shooting hella music videos. Nigga, what happened? Like, nigga, I never stopped. Nigga, they slid me out the game. Nigga slid me out the game, bro. Nigga slid me out the game, bro. I still can't believe that shit. And really all I need right now, I'm telling you, man, all I need right now is just an opportunity from a very big platform. Very big platform. I'm talking about a big platform. Big dumbass platform. All I need is an opportunity from just a big dumbass platform. I get all that shit back. Because once people start figuring out certain shit that I did, I know it's gonna bring the audience right back. Cause you gotta think, you know how much projects I done did for celebrities, you know, like so much shit that I done did that people can recognize with, like, yo, I remember that. Like, once I get that opportunity, it's over. Like, once I get the crown, nigga, it's over, bro. I'm making sure ain't whoever disrespected me, like whoever played with me, nigga, they ain't never gonna get the crown again. Cause I don't like that shit. How a nigga can slide me out the game like that. Look, y'all, I'm already halfway done. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get rid of this shit in the back, so I could go ahead and get this right. You see, we already halfway done with this shit. Really, we just trying to get these shadows right on these characters. They say that's what I do with my photography, either money back or we do it over. Straight up, bro. When it come down to doing business, bro, you gotta show people. Listen, man, this is something that, like, I heard from Boosie, I want to say, said, like, bro, if you show up to any business situation and you look like you hungry, a person gonna play with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling everybody to be out here, you know, rocking jewelry all the motherfucking time or looking like some nigga that's rich. But you gotta show people, like, listen, I ain't hurting about no money. Don't think because, you know, you done pay me some money that I'm desperate or I'm starving. You know, let a motherfucker know, like, hey, I'll give you your money back. You know, don't come into this graphic design game or damn near any game. Don't come into the game starving. You come into the game starving, people gonna run you through the fucking mud. They gonna treat you like shit because they know you desperate. A person that know you desperate, they gonna lowball you, nigga, like you selling on Craigslist. Flat out. If a nigga feel like you starving, they gonna treat you like that. They gonna treat you like what you doing is weak. And you could be harder than J Damage when it come to this shit. But a motherfucker just feel like, yo, this nigga starving. They gonna treat you like that. You know, they gonna treat you like a bitch. It just is what it is, you know. He said, you still using a mouse on this or the tablet? So originally on the first video I used the mouse. So I used the mouse like when I did the line work. The only reason why I changed to the tablet, because I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't. I think it was because it was it was New Year's. I'm trying to kick it with this female. Shit just wasn't. I don't know. Like, even if you watch that video, just my mood just wasn't on point. Like, I always tell people, if you doing design or just anything, make sure your mood is on point and you have a creative drive when you're working on something. If you don't have a creative drive when you're working on design, I feel like I don't know, I just feel like the results of the design ain't gonna be the same. That's why sometimes, like, people are like, damn, Jay, why you taking so long on this project? Like, sometimes I could knock a project out in 24 hours, but if I'm not feeling that vibe, like if my creative juices ain't flowing when I'm working on something, I'm like, nah, let me not even do it, because then I might rush through it. I might just throw fucking anything together. So I just try to make sure my creative mind is together when I work on it. I just felt like when I worked on it on the tablet, I felt like my mojo was back when I start working on it on there. And some advice that I got in college when we was working in graphic design, they used to always tell us, when you work on design, anything, like let's say you're a videographer that's doing editing, it just anything on a computer. Don't always be planted in one spot. These some gems right now. Don't always be planted in one spot. Like when you work on anything, I'm talking about anything. When you're working on your computer or laptop, don't always be doing that shit in one place, because when you do that shit in one place, it doesn't open up your mind for creativity. So that's why sometimes, nigga, like, 'cause people be seeing me like in person, they be like, damn, Jay, you be everywhere working on design. Like, nigga, I was at Mega Play. Motherfuckers done seen me in Starbucks, all type of shit, because it's like when you work in these different environments, it like opens up your mind for creativity. I don't know what it is or why that is, but like that's just something that I just learned, that sometimes like if your creativity ain't really rolling the way you want it to, you got to change your environment, and you got to separate from anything that's negative. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably heard of that, you know, that saying, separate to elevate, which that applies to design too. If you feel like, you know, something is throwing off your mood of creativity or whatnot, change your environment. Don't stop trying to work on something in one spot. You know, you may need to work an hour around some people. You may need to work some hours by yourself. You may need to be outside when you work on design. Serious shit. You may need to be outside when you work on this shit. You know, do whatever you got to do to get your creativeness to the highest level possible, because that's what's going to keep you in the game. Because trust me, people, they paying you for your creativeness. They ain't paying you just because you know how to use no motherfucking Illustrator. A lot of niggas know how to use this shit I'm doing. But yeah, I hope that answers what I was saying. It said, I just can't with the mouse. It was driving me crazy. That's why I'm with a tablet now. You know what's so crazy? It's funny that you say that, because, bro, I can't with this tablet shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think I've been on a computer for so long, bro, I can't get used to this tablet shit. This tablet shit is cool to use. I don't know why I feel like I'm sweating right now. But I don't know like what it is with this tablet shit, but I just can't get used to it. The only way that I got used to the tablets was my iPad Pro. And I don't want to recommend the iPad Pro for people, because my iPad Pro, that motherfucker costs $1,500, bro. Like, I'm going to keep it real with you. It ain't never that serious to pay $1,500 to do some designs. I mean, unless you that much into it like me. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that tablet shit, you got to find a tablet that works for you, that makes you feel like, hey, you know, this tablet is like inspiring me. It's making me, you know, want to work on these projects. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first started with the tablet, bro, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it together. I've been on the computer for too long, bro. I just can't with this tablet shit. But, man, that iPad Pro, man, bro, the Procreate, the way the Apple Pencil is so accurate, bro, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think I'd be able to work on a tablet if it wasn't for the iPad Pro. So if I could recommend it to anybody, get you one of these Apple tablets. These Apple tablets, it's something about them, bro. It's just something about them that just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It just like, I feel like it just helps me create better. Especially with that Apple Pencil being so accurate. That shit is accurate like a Wacom tablet. You already know, if you ever had a Wacom tablet, you already know how accurate them those tablets are with their pens. Just real accurate. You want that accurate shit when you drawing. You want your tablet to feel like you drawing on a motherfucking piece of paper. So once you get to that point, like, that's what's gonna slide you in the game and be like, damn, you know, now I want to do this shit on a tablet. I'm just now getting on the tablet wave, so yeah. Hope that answers your question. Quincy Evans, yo, shout out to Quincy Evans. That's my nigga from Job Corps. Shout out to Ashley Fairley. That's my homie's wife. That's my homie LB's wife. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody that's hitting like on the video. If you sent anything on any of the platforms, I apologize if I'm not acknowledging you. It's just that I'm on multiple platforms right now. It's hard for me to see everything that's going on. Yeah, but if you just now tuning in, all I'm doing right now is just the shadow work right before I start doing the coloring on a project. A lot of times when I work on these projects, I do everything in steps, If you ever follow my tutorials before, you already know, like, when I work on projects, I try to work on projects at a point where I'm working on them in steps to where people can learn as they watch me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want like a full one-on-one, of course you got to pay me for something like that. But I feel like really, if you really watch me like that, you damn near don't even got to pay me for no one-on-one session, because eventually you'll catch on to like what I'm doing and shit. You may even find a easier method that works for you. So yeah, I'm just trying to get these shadows right. You see, I gotta erase some shit. There we go. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is about this live stream, but I actually enjoy live streaming at this point more than you know, just doing straight video. Cause I feel like with live streaming, I'm not really as you know, really as restricted as like when I'm doing videos, and I don't gotta do all the editing too. Editing is ooh boy, y'all just don't know. Well, if you want to be a YouTuber or anything like that, I want y'all to know right now, man, that editing is not no joke. It takes up a lot of time. If you have a life, a job, kids and stuff like that, if you plan on doing any type of video, understand, man, you got to learn these editing softwares, and this shit takes up time. You got to really say to yourself, like, am I really ready to dedicate my life to doing this? Because once you get into that editing circuit, it's a lot to deal with, man. It's some heavy shit. Who is that? Kia Burns. I appreciate you, Miss Kia Burns. Appreciate you for hitting like. Everybody that's hitting like, I appreciate you. Like I always tell y'all, y'all don't have to watch this whole video or anything like that. I always tell y'all, I just appreciate you just checking in real quick, you know, and just hitting that like button. I ain't looking for no money either. You ain't gotta be sending no donations and all that type of shit. But you know, but if you want to leave one, you know, I ain't gonna stop you. You know, if you think I'm handsome, pay my ransom. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna stop no money from you now. But I just want you to know that I ain't tripping about no money though. I ain't rich. I'm just not tripping. This one thing of when you're doing shadows, you may have to adjust the shadows on multiple areas. So sometimes like I do like little shortcuts just to get me, you know, through like certain shit. Like if I feel like this like certain part requires a lot, I'm just trying to make sure I add enough shadows to where when a person sees it, you know. See, I told you, everybody texts me when I get on live. Who is that? Okay, I'm not gonna say her name, but yo, shout out to her. Yo, I swear I talked to like, bro, so many females in one day, bro. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm probably about to stop doing that. I feel like I'm too old for that shit. Okay, as you can see, I done did most of the shadows. I feel like I done got most of the shadow work. Now what I'm gonna start doing is start coloring. I feel like now is really time to really bring in them colors, really to get these boys the way that they supposed to be looking. So you can look at the project and know. So anytime you putting colors onto a project like this, what you want to do, like let's say, because right now I'm about to grab the original colors from the original cartoons. So what you want to do is grab your eyedropper tool. On the left side of the screen, you'll see that tool that looks like a little squirt bottle. You know, just click on that tool, which is the eyedropper tool. Click whatever color you want to take from the image. Like I want to take this green from his face. Click on that. Then grab your live paint bucket tool, if you follow the steps that I showed you, and just start coloring shit in. That's all you gotta do. Just start coloring shit in. All the parts that you feel like are necessary, start coloring those in. Now remember, these colors is gonna look weird because these colors, well, these are supposed to be the original colors of Skeeter and Doug. Of course, if you remember, what's this? The cartoon Doug in the 90s. Remember, almost everybody has some weird colors. Everybody's colors was weird. Like, and they did that purposely. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like they did that. It has something to do with race or something like that. Like they wanted like I guess the show not to be too focused on race or something like that. They just wanted like everybody's colors to be a certain way, which I feel like they really didn't do a good job on that, because I feel like you could still tell like the races of the people on the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like culturally, we all have like certain things about us where you could tell what race we are just by certain things we do. He said ashy. Yeah, man, like I'm just running through. I'm just adding colors right now, y'all. I'm not doing nothing super crazy. If you just now checking in on this video, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. You know, if you feel like you learned something, you know, go ahead and send me something. But if you don't send me something, understand I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping if you don't send me nothing. I ain't out here desperate and fucked up looking for money. Nah, yeah, this nigga had a purple. Yeah, see, look, that's the thing about this show. It used to be certain times where he would wear certain shit, and then certain times he wouldn't. Like, if you notice right here, Skeeter got on that purple little vest or whatever, and he had long sleeves. And if you notice, sometimes he got on shorts, and then sometimes he got on pants. Like, cause I know that if you look at this picture, like this picture, I think it was like the one where he had shorts. If you just look this shit up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Sometimes he had shorts and sometimes he had pants. So I tried to add both. I wanted to simulate that Doug and Skeeter was old. They old now, like they old washed up dudes, and like they trying on their old clothes. That was the look I was going for. Like they just having fun with each other, talking about old times, putting on like old clothes and shit like that. Like, yo, remember when I used to wear this outfit type shit? Like, that was the idea that I had for this shit. It's crazy. I be having little ideas like this shit all the time. I just don't be doing them. Okay, let's get that purple. So get that eyedropper tool. Choose that purple, boom. Just color that shit in. Remember, when you work on these projects, they don't always have to be super perfect. You know, you just want to get them. You just want to get them to the point where when a motherfucker look at it, they know what your idea was. Select that red, boom. Put that red inside of there. So I feel like he's slowly starting to have his look. And I think his shoes is yellow on the front. I want to make sure though. Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. His shoes is yellow on the front. So yeah, let's make that. Get that yellow on that front. Hold up, was the strings yellow? No, I think the strings was like low-key black. Yeah, I'll make them bitches yellow anyway. Fuck all that. I'm go with my own style on that shit. It's the 2020 version. Yeah, man, I feel good that I spoke on that music video situation, because a lot of people, like, I'm pretty sure like certain people like really thought that I just was being lazy or something, or like I just wasn't doing it. And then, you know, some people think that little situation, my baby mom probably like stopped me or something, but it wasn't even that, bro. It was some internet shit fucking with me. All right, here we go. Boom. So yup, his shoes was yellow in the front, and they was white on the bottom. Y'all remember that much? Them shits was white on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get that white down there. And you always know if you add, that's why I always tell people to add the grid to your project, so you can see if when you add the whites, you see how it's a grid behind it. Once you add the whites, you don't see the grid no more. That's when you know you add the white the right way. I got a couple other methods just in case you mess up on the colors. You want to make sure your colors is on point to where when a motherfucker see it, there's like, or like if you making a design for a customer, make sure there's no missing holes in your design, because when that customer may go get that shit printed out, The printer gonna see it. The person who printing out that design, they gonna see it, and they gonna treat you like an amateur. They're gonna be like, yo, like, why this design got holes in it? So you know, you don't want your shit to have holes. You want your shit to be on point. Okay, cool. So those are the general colors for Skeeter. So yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think I might add some shit to his lightning because I didn't realize he had shadows on it on the lightning bolt. I'm just now seeing that. So I think I'm gonna add that. I'm probably not gonna add that on video, but I'll do that later. But yeah, I fucked with Doug when I was a kid. I used to like that shit. It wasn't like, you know, some shit I was always watching, but I fucked with it. And I'll give y'all a fun fact. Do you know that Nickelodeon, I just read this shit. It's like Nickelodio or Nickelodeon. That shit means like I don't believe in God or some shit like that. Just look that shit up. When I read that, it tripped me out. Like, damn, really? Why would they name they stuff that? If it mean that type of shit. I don't believe in God. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need the colors for this. I can't even see this shit all the way. Hold up. So anytime you come to a situation like this where you don't see the you feel like you're not fully coloring in your project, always take a color. Always take this bright green or like a bright yellow or something like that. Hold on. Let me choose that shit. Let me choose that bright green and put that behind the project. Once I put that behind the project, I'll be able to see everything, see if I'm missing anything. See, like right now, if you zoom in, I'm trying to see that I miss anything on him. If you see that bright green in your project, see like right here, boom. Sometimes you may miss something, so you want to add that color behind it just in case. Just in case you got holes in your project, you want to make sure everything is colored. Matter of fact, I'm going to make these white too. Just keep them neutral like that, boom. Because I was trying to simulate that they wearing lanyards as if they're visiting a school. Because a school, if I'm not mistaken, was called like Bluffington. Heard it was to represent ashy black people like the Grove sisters. Oh shit. Oh, you breaking some news. I didn't even know that. What? Get the fuck out of here. Really? Whoa. You breaking some info right now. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Like when I looked at Skeeter, I never even thought about that. Damn, that's crazy. I never thought about that. But yeah, with the Grove sisters, I do remember their colors was weird like that. But damn, I didn't know that they was doing that because they was trying to represent that they was ashy. Damn, that's crazy. So you put me on game with shit. I didn't even know that. Yeah, but you know, a fun fact about graphic design that a lot of y'all don't know, a lot of early graphic designers was racist. Real shit, bro. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of early graphic designers, and not all of them. Let me be clear. Not all of them, but a lot of them that was making a lot of these early cartoons, they was doing a little slick racist shit, man. It's sad, man. It's a sad thing, man. I mean, of course, I feel like people would naturally know that because, you know, a long time ago, you know, they used to make like, you know, little racist designs, you know what I'm saying? For like, you know, certain companies and whatever. That's why like a lot of companies as you see today are like getting canceled and shit. Like you'll randomly see like the Aunt Jemima design get you know, flagged and shit like that. And shit that may play a big role in why we stopped seeing Doug like that out of nowhere. You know, it could have been somebody complaining about that shit. Like, yo, why Skeeter look like that? So no telling. But damn, you put me on game. I never even heard that before. So damn, he was made to look like he was ashy. Man, I hope that wasn't true, bro. That's fucked up, bro. For real, for real. Damn, matter of fact, you got me ready to look this shit up. Let me look this up right quick. Grove sisters. Because they was blue. And maybe, you know what, you may be on to something, because even adding them type of colors, you know, to their skin or whatever, because you already know it used to be like a joke where a nigga be like, nigga, you blue black. Like maybe that have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm just speculating. That's crazy though. Like I would have never thought of that. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. I didn't know that. Okay, let's get Doug's colors correct. So Doug had that. What would you call that? What's that? A sweater vest? Like what would you call this shit that Doug wears? I feel like that's the reason why Doug stood out so much. He had a very distinct looking look and outfit. Just with this green, the khakis, very preppy like outfit. I wonder what was the direction they was going in when they made his outfit, you know, very preppy like that. I wonder if there was like a, you know, a certain type of direction or a certain type of culture they was going with of why his outfit was like that. You know, a long time ago, a lot of cartoons used to have a purpose. You know, it was like a purpose behind a lot of shit. That's the reason why those cartoons still strive today, because a lot of stuff that they was doing back then had a very strong purpose behind it, behind everything they was doing. The way that cartoons looked, the head shapes, the dialogues, everything. Everything was for a reason. As you see, anybody that's just now popping in, as you can see right now, we just adding colors, trying to get everything right for the end of this project. My fucking chair is falling apart as I'm fucking sitting here. I'm not sitting on my couch today. As you can see, I'm sitting up higher. I'm in my computer chair. My gaming chair is broke, so that's the reason why I like sitting on my couch now. I gotta get me a new gaming chair, man. I'm not struggling like that to not have no damn gaming chair. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think we could go with that. I might change that later on. I wanted to like simulate that he had like a beard, not even a beard, like a 5 o'clock shadow. Doug's hair looked like it was black. Matter of fact, let me look at Doug's. Yeah, because Doug's parents' hair was yellow. Hold up, was that his parents? No. What did Doug's parents look like? Let me go look at that. Maybe I can match those colors. Doug's parents. Or what is that, his dad with the yellow hair? Yeah, that was his daddy with the yellow hair. So matter of fact, yeah, we going with that. Yeah, we going with that. I guess that's supposed to be blonde. So let's ride with that. We're gonna go with his daddy's hair, just so we can kind of stay within that same element. I think that's always good to add like features from the mother and father, just to try to just to simulate that he's their son. I damn near might use the mothers. Nah, we ain't using the mothers. That shit too blue. Matter of fact, I'll make the hat blue. See how that look. And then make the hat white. Just to give him his mother's features in some type of way. You see, if you ever color this shit and you see these open holes right there, don't even worry about it. Just color that shit in. Yo, shout out to anybody that's still watching this video, man. Sometimes I be on here for a long ass fucking time, just because I be trying to finish. I really don't be trying to keep everybody on for this long, but sometimes I be like, man, I gotta finish this project, man. Like, cause even when I'm not online, I still be working on this shit. Nigga, I be up all night, every night. Like y'all think y'all favorite YouTubers be on like working on shit? Bro, I do this shit every day, bro. Every day. There's not one day that I'm not doing J Damage shit. Every day I'm doing J Damage shit. Bro, like I'm always putting a project together. Okay, so Doug's shoes was red. I never peeped that. So we gonna go with Skeeter's color. Skeeter's color, that weird looking red that look orange. Okay, so let's go with there. And just this outer parts of his shoe was red. Boom. Boom, boom. Let's try to get those as close as possible. As soon as a person see these, they like, okay, that's Doug shit. I don't think I'm gonna do no highlights for this. I think I'm gonna leave a whole joint. I'm gonna leave a whole joint, just solid colors with shadows. I don't think this project really needs highlights. I don't think it's that serious. And plus, I feel like highlights would be too much out of the element of their original looks. Because I like my project to look very close to the original, but not too close. I want it to look custom, but I don't want it to look like I'm literally trying to, you know, take their shit. Them shoes, whiten all that up. Damn, that shit's fucking me up right now. Damn, was they trying to make Skeeter look like he was ashy? Yeah, they was wildin' if that was the case. Yo, for real. All right, boom, boom. Come on, boom, boom. Okay. So get him, he had a white shirt, I want to say, under that. So boom, wait, let me make sure. Yeah, he did have his white shirt under that. And then we want the same lanyard on his. Boom. Make this look like it's a visitor's pass. As a matter of fact, I think I might make the background of the school. I think that'd be a dope idea. Make the background of the project of the school. Cause I want to say their school is called Bluffington. Make this a background of Bluffington school. It's gonna take me a second, but I'm gonna get this shit right. I'm gonna have this shit posted before the night's over. Cause we out of time right now. It's 8 o'clock. We out of time, but I'm gonna still run the clock. Fuck it. Cause I want to make sure this is done. Yep, I think we pretty much done now. Yeah, we done. Let me get his shadows correct. Get his shadows correct, and then we out of here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave him dark like that on the bottom. But his pants, we definitely gonna change that. Get out of that. Get out of that. His pants, the arms, the shirt. Let's get those whites out of here. And let's see his face, all of that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get the. Usually, what I click to add different type of colors of shadows, instead of manually color them, what you do is click on the right side toolbar and click on something called transparency. Once you click on that, a menu is gonna pop up. It says like normal, darken. What I usually choose is either the soft light, hard light, or the overlay. When I choose overlay, boom, it's gonna change those colors. So not only is this a shadow, but it's also putting a colorful shadow on each color. And then usually I draw the colors all the way up. Drive them all the way up, boom. So then when you look at these colors, you actually seeing like how shadows look naturally. Like you see the shadows under the skin or make the skin darker. It makes the greens darker. You know what I'm saying? The beiges. I don't really like this beige though, like he pissed on himself. So let me take the opacity down on that. I just want it to look like shadows, not look like he pissed on himself. It still look like he pissed on himself. Okay, let me adjust that. Yeah, I think that might be good. Yeah, that looked like he pissed on himself. I gotta put a stop to that. But yeah, shit, that's it. That's the project. We're not adding no highlights. I feel like that'll just be doing too much. And then Doug, they never had highlights, but I did want to give it that look to where you see these characters, you know exactly who they are and what they are. So that's it, y'all. If you can see, this is the original characters, Doug and Skeeter, looking like they old. I was really trying to simulate, cause not old, like gray hair old, but I wanted them to look older, like they not kids, teenagers, they older adults, like they in their 40s. They in their 40s, damn near hitting 50 type shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do the whole dope thing, have a nigga, wearing some Yeezys and throwing up gang signs with a bandana on, with a gun. I know sometimes people, they always expect me to, do some ghetto shit with every character, but I didn't want to get into all of that, man. I just wanted to, do something a little bit different with this project. So I will be posting this project on Instagram. So if y'all get a chance, make sure you go to my Instagram. Follow me at JDamage Designs on Instagram. Follow me at Facebook at facebook.com/JDamage. Follow me at Twitch at DaRealJDamage, like DAREAL JDamage. And then also follow me on Trovo at JDamage. Damn near shit, just go to Google and type in JDamage, JAYDAMAGE, and you will find my ass everywhere. Like I told y'all, I'm everywhere like bird shit. So all you gotta do is just look me up. But I appreciate y'all for checking out this video. If you get a chance, man, make sure y'all just show love and just hit like on everything. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. You do not have to sit through this entire video unless you're really trying to learn something. But if you want a one-on-one session, either DM me on any of these platforms. I'll make sure I get back to you. I'm a real person. I'm not going to ignore you. So I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Peace. Okay. Let me get out. Yo, shout out